Hey, what's up, guys? My name is SenseWorld, and today we have the same track we've been working on, but we have changed the MIDI, and we kind of put a different twist on it. It sounds very Miami, Miami something Steve Angelo will probably play, but it sounds very Tujamo-ish as well. I received a MIDI, and in the beginning of the video, you should see these comments. So I'm using all those comments to start working on this video. A lot of those comments had to do with the drop and whatnot. So I received a MIDI from a fellow YouTuber, well, not YouTuber, but person that follows my videos, and he sent me this. So I'll play the bass version first. All right, so he sent me something a little bit different. It was the same concept, just that some of the notes were happy, and I wanted it to be a bit darker, so I changed it so that it sounds darker. It sounds more kind of like Spanish, like, you know, you feel like you're in Spain with girls with big ass boobs and whatnot. So then I thought maybe it would be cool to add staccato brass. So what I did is I added the Philharmonics Miroslav plugin, which contains a lot of it's like a sampler, just like Nexus, but this is all for orchestral stuff. A lot of the hip hop guys use this. We went into the staccato brass section where we put BRT, and what that is pretty much just staccato brass going. So this is the way it sounds like. What I did here, though, that's different from the bass, is I did second layer it, and what pretty much this is we're pretty much telling the plugin to play the low octave of the sound. So samples are being released from here, and samples are being released in the higher octave. And if you guys know how these programs work, pretty much what they do is they record every instrument or every ensemble together. So they got the brass to do it together. They play each note, and then they might add like a bit of feeling. So then it gives you ability to choose staccato, brass, legato, or something, even though it wouldn't exist, and so forth. So that's the way those programs work. That's why we can do this. And this is the way it sounds like with the brass. So what I have added there is I made it wide. It's because we have our bass in the center already, so we want to kind of make this sound huger. So we added this bass staccato, made it wide, and then we just did a simple EQ here. Nothing too serious. We just cut a bit here, boosted a bit here for removing these frequencies. Took a little bit from the high end because this sound isn't really using it. This sound is very dominant in the mid range. And now when we play this together, this is the way it sounds like. And I took the pleasure of putting Ozone 5 on the master, because I feel like a lot of people are so used to hearing music so loud when they are producing that if they hear something at a soft volume, they don't feel as it's good enough until you put the fucking limiter or master on it. So this will sound loud, just a heads up.
Sucks when the green shit pops.
That's pretty much what we have done so far. Again, we're still a bit iffy on the toms and all that. But however, I did get sent some stuff in which I need to check out, so I'm gonna cut the video here and go straight to it. Alright guys, so we did get sent a couple of samples which I have taken the pleasure of putting on here. The first one comes from Michael Cantor, and I only know his name right now because he posted on the loop. It's a time loop that sounds like this. That sounds cool, and I guess he's taking the pleasure of panning it to the left for us, so that's cool. And then we got another loop. I'll put his message up here, and this is the way his sounds like. Alright, he also took the pleasure of sending us this loop, this loop, this loop, this loop, and that loop. So we're just going to use these loops for now, and pretty much like I stated, here's where we go into the drop and the breakdown. So we're just going to do that. real fast so we can start working on the break. So let's do that. Just the uplifter, moving it, making sure it's good. Let's do this too. I like to remove the kick drum away here, like halfway mark, so that people expect the break coming. It's just not like, oh shit, it's a break. And then it gives us a chance to add some drums. And he did send me a fill, which is pretty cool, so I'm gonna use it as well. I think I'm gonna unwarp it though. And there we go. There we go, we have it. Now we're gonna get an impact for the breakdown, so we're gonna go straight to that. And we're gonna have an impact there. Impact from Vengeance. Let's not be picky about it, because I don't think you guys want to see me looking through samples. And now it's time to make a melody. So the bad thing is that a few of my keys on my MIDI keyboard aren't working. The good thing is, fuck it, I'll try it. Now we gotta come up with a melody. Loading up one of my sound banks again, just for the hell of it. Silent Revolution, as always. And let's see what we can get here. I know there was like a couple of sounds on here. There we go. Now we just need to find some chords. So I'm gonna use Supersauce for that, and then we'll go from there. So again, making chords, for me, a process is playing it out on the keyboard first, and then seeing how it would transfer. So hopefully you guys enjoy what I'm playing. And let's get to it. God damn, the latency's killing me. Anyways, let's do this. So it's my chords, the bottom end of them. Change the length here to 4. pull it out. And there we go. We have the chords. Bottom end of it. We're gonna make a progressive type of intro here. Control Shift T makes another MIDI track, and I think we have like about 4 minutes left. It's the ozone making it lag so much, so I'm gonna take it off. Quantize in it. So here we're gonna have this build up into the main portion of the melody, dun 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 dun, and then we're gonna have a build up with the melody from the drop playing there, which is gonna be a variation of whatever me making the second one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Just a quick thing there, just to make that ARP that is very prominent in progressive house now and then with the Swedish type. It's fairly simple. It's just it's just a filter being LFO'd by a sine wave. If I wanted to make that deadmau 5, it would just be a saw. So that's the only difference there. And I showed you guys the rest there. Transition just used uplifter, white noise, and then a snare fill.